What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. In today's video we got a 2020 Honda Odyssey here. We're gonna change the front brake pads. We got pads Evolutions is what I use. They're nice and quiet. Inside we're gonna have a hardware. We're gonna use that. We got brake pads in here, so let me open this package up, and I need to get something that can cut this open for me. I'll just use the scissor steering one here. And the part number on this box is, if you guys want to look for this, same exact one. There's a whole bunch of numbers there. Can pause that and take a look at it. But we got these brake pads, and it's pretty much all four brake pads are same looking, okay? And we do have brake wear indicator sensors here. Two of the pads have that. Other than that, they look the same. So one brake pad goes over here with the brake wear indicator on the inside. But where does this indicator go? This little metal looking plate here. Does it go on the top and the bottom? So according to whatever's there, if you're gonna put it, usually I would use this pad in the back. So when the rotor is in reverse mode and the brake is to minimum, it kind of pushes it. So in the reverse, it'll give you some type of squeak. And hardware has a whole bunch of shims, and it does have those metal retainers. We're gonna reuse those. So the tools we're gonna need here is a 14mm and a compressed tool. So let's get this job going. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come a little bit close, and we're gonna start this job immediately. Push this box out of the way first. So right in the back of this caliper, we have a 14mm bolt over here and a 14 here. I'm gonna try to take one off and see if there's any stress on this cable. We're not gonna do that then. We're gonna have to remove the whole thing up, and then we'll. Okay, can I feel that bolt right there? And it's pretty loose. It's probably like 24 foot-pound on this bolt, and this caliper should come off. If it doesn't come off, then you need a screwdriver. Now I'm on the opposite side of this. Well, let me see if I can use my ratchet here. Okay, that won't work. So let me get another tool. So we're gonna need a pry bar or screwdriver here. I didn't think I would need another tool, but here it is. It just got a grip on there. So we're gonna pretty easy on this cable, the brake line, and we're gonna take this and just leave it up here. So these brake pads are kind of worn out, so let's remove this hardware here. This is very important you to put this back in, okay? Very important. The customer doesn't want a lot of greasing, and the customer does want me to leave the old hardware on if it looks good, which I'm gonna kind of show you guys. So this brake pad comes off. Remember, this brake pad probably got some kind of, this thing has like a little slot there that's gripping onto this. Just kind of push it. So you see this little guy right here, it's kind of holding it. Let me just bend it right back. So this one doesn't have a sensor, but we're gonna use this to compress the piston there. So let's take off the inner pad. So inner pad, exactly where this is, on the top. So he doesn't want any dust collecting on this brake pad, so he doesn't want any grease. The hardware, usually customer or I like to make a decision to see what it look like. So let me get my light off here. Let me put my light down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of brush this and clean it off. No matter what, I am gonna put greasing where the brake pads do slide off, up and down, okay? So let me clean this off, Just a light amount, and wear a mask, okay? And some parts cleaner would help you out here. And just spray here, on the inside, up here, and on the inner pad right there. And bada bing, bada boom, okay? So to put this hardware in, you just pull this off and put the new one in, and make sure you take your screwdriver on over here, you push it in, and same thing up here. That way it's not scraping on the rotor. So very simple and easy. We're gonna use brake grease here. I got a video on just on greasing, and I am gonna use some greasing on these brake pads, and I'm gonna put on the tip of it here, 1 and a 2. Okay, and this pad should be able to go right in just like that. Okay, and now on the inner brake pad, remember the brake wear hardware sensor, it has to stick up. So we're gonna put And if you want to grease a little bit, remove this harder, this shield here, put grease underneath of it. It'd be a good idea. Or on top of it. I used to put on top of it, then I came up with the idea where I can just, okay, put on top. Okay, that's that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move up a little bit before we go any further, and we're gonna compress this caliper. I don't need to move my light from there. And let me move my camera up a little bit. There it is. So we're gonna take our compress tool here. So this is a dual piston. You don't need a dual piston tool, okay? Let me show you a trick, okay? And what you're gonna do is, if you got a C-clamp, you can put it on one side. And what's gonna happen here is, it's gonna push all the fluid back into the line, okay? But only one piston is going in. But once you get this one a little bit in, switch over to the other side and get the other side. And the other one's gonna come back out. But now, once this one's in, you should be able to push with one hand and get both pistons in. Okay, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Make sure it's flush all the way, and it's set to go, okay? So again, these old hardware retainer are pretty strong, okay? I like to use the old stuff as well. Even this customer is well educated, and that's exactly what he wants. So it got lubrication here, pretty good lubrication. And if you want to put a little bit more, I like to okay, I don't have it here, so a little bit of lubrication on this. If you want to clean it off, but it does have some, and I'm gonna put a little bit more. And I am gonna do the same thing for this bottom pin here. So the bottom pin has this rubber little boot here, which absorbs vibration and everything, and stick it right back in. And now this is the tough part. A lot of people can't manage to get this part right, okay? So just pay attention. There goes my camera mount. Nothing is ever perfect. Okay, so what I like to do here is, I like to put, remember your brake line, make sure it's nice and clean. There's no twists and twirls on it. Otherwise you're gonna have problems. So what I like to do here is, I like to put one of this in, and let me get the second one in now. If I can see the slots. Okay, I've seen where these, some mechanics don't put these in. Then your rotor is gonna overheat, and you're gonna damage your rotor, because those things, they open the brake pads up. Now the 14mm, if you know the torque specs and you have a torque wrench, good idea to do that now. But if you don't, make sure you know what you're doing and you know how much to tighten here. So this one is bada bing, bada boom, job well done. All right, thank you for watching my video. Double check your work, spin the rotor. There should be no scrapes, no nothing, okay? And both brake pads are put in properly, okay? I've seen where people put brake pads, this backing plate is against the rotor that way. That's wrong, okay? You gotta get this ceramic surface against it, okay? And pay attention to where this brake wear indicator came from, put it back in the same spot. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to give it subscribe and thumbs up, and make sure you do the same thing on the opposite side. See you guys in the next video. Once the brake job is done, before starting the vehicle, make sure you pump the pedal several times, okay? Remember, we opened up the pistons. You need to retract the back. If you don't do that and you start up the car and you put it to reverse, it's probably just gonna keep rolling, or drive is just gonna keep rolling. So you get a few pumps really quick before you hit anything. So make sure you pump your pedal before you start it, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching my video.